Hey everybody, welcome to Glow Up Handbook. Today we're going to be doing an awesome flow for shoulder mobility and flexibility. We're going to get started here on all fours. If you do like this flow, be sure to leave a comment with your requests and recommendations, and be sure to like and subscribe. So start by rounding your back and arching, just kind of warming up and getting ready here. Rounding, arching, rounding, arching. Then what we're going to do is you're going to take your left arm and you're going to circle it back. I'm going to do this 10 times here, just starting to warm up the shoulder. This is going to be a really common move today, is making circular motions. We're going to be getting into the shoulders today, a touch of upper back. When you get to the top, I want you to pulse it back 10 times like I'm showing here. So yeah, touch of upper back and neck. Then you're going to take those circles and you're going to do them with the same arm, 10 in the opposite direction. Notice how I'm trying to keep my core in and not trying to move other parts of my body too much. Then when you get to the top, take 10 more pulses back. Then you're going to bring your hand to the back of your head, and you're either going to touch your elbow to the floor like I'm showing here, or you're going to bring your shoulder all the way down, which I will show as well. So we're doing 10 total. I'm going to do 5 bringing my elbow to the ground, and then I'm going to do 5 bringing my shoulder to the ground. So those are the 2 variations. Those are your options. When you get to your final rep here, what you're going to do is you're going to hold that twist. So you're going to go down and hold. You're going to extend both arms, and then I'm going to reach around and just grab my shoulder. So just hold this twist here. This should feel deep, but it should feel pretty good. And then one thing you're going to need for today's flow is a strap. So if you want to pause it and grab that, feel free. Come back to all fours here. Just pulse back and forth for a second, loosening up. You can arch and round your back. Arch, round, and then you're going to take those circles with the other arm. You're going to do 10 circles backwards. So taking it back, 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 back. When you get to the top, I want you to take those 10 pulses back. Then you're going to take the 10 circles in the other direction. So circle it back. Circle it forward. Beautiful. When you get to the top, take 10 pulses back. Bring your hand to the back of your head, and we're going to do those same things. We can either bring your elbow to the ground or your shoulder. I'm going to do that same thing. I'm going to do 5 with my elbow to the ground and then 5 with my shoulder to the ground. The shoulder is going to feel a lot more intense. Keep your core engaged. And then take that twist. So you can see I'm extending both arms, and then with the bottom arm, I'm reaching around to grab my shoulder. If you want, you can massage your shoulder a little bit here. I didn't, but that would have been a really nice variation to try. Beautiful. Come on out of that. Come back to all fours, rocking back and forth. You can arch. You can round. Beautiful. So I want you to come into puppy pose here. Start by bringing your forehead down. You're going to take your left arm and you're going to circle it around. You're either going to place it on your low back or reach around and grab the opposite thigh. If you want to make it a little bit harder, as if this isn't twisted up enough, you can try to bring your chin to the earth instead of your forehead. Whatever variation you're at is perfect. Perfect. You're going to bring the left arm down, make a wave with your spine, just kind of getting out of it for a second. Then you're going to bring that right arm up. You can either bring it to your low back or grab for the opposite thigh, as I'm doing here. You can keep your forehead down for an easier variation, or if you want to step it up a notch, you can bring your chin down. I definitely felt the twist more on this side. I was like grabbing my thigh because my arm kept wanting to like slide out of it. Beautiful. Bring the arm back down. Hold your puppy pose here, just whatever variation you want. I do have like a puppy pose masterclass that shows a whole bunch of variations, so feel free to check that out. So come back onto all fours for just a beat, and then you're going to sit back on your heels. I'm going to come to face you so you can see what I'm doing, but you're going to also watch me smack my hand on this dresser like 5 times in a row, so just ignore that, please. So you're going to take your arms and you're going to make circles. I'm sorry, you're not going to make circles. You're going to cross them over your chest, bringing one arm over, one arm under, and alternating which arm is on top. If you like to lift or do any kind of exercise, this is a really good warm-up if your upper body is going to be involved. I like to do this before gymnastics, shake it out, or lifting. So you're going to do 10 circles back, placing your right hand on the mat and taking your left hand back 10 times. I don't want you to go too fast here, really feeling the moment, feeling where it's tight. You can kind of see when I get a little bit past my head how I slow down. Then when you get to the side, I want you to do a side stretch, and you're going to bend your elbow and extend. You can bring your elbow all the way to the earth, or you can just bend it slightly. And I showed both variations here on screen. I'm going to do, you guessed it, 10 of those. Perfect. Now you're going to take those same circles in the opposite direction, if you can remember what that is. Then we're going to take those side pulses, so go into the side stretch, bending your elbow and extending it. Again, that bend can be really deep. It can be just a teeny little bit. It doesn't matter how deep it is, just that you're holding proper form, your core is engaged, and you're feeling that side stretch. Hold that side stretch for a second. Then bring your chest to face the earth. Side stretch, chest to the earth. Side stretch, chest to the earth. Side stretch, hold. Perfect. Come back to center. Just take a quick twist here to the right. Then plant your left hand on the mat, and you're going to take 10 circles with your arm going backwards. Again, not going too fast here, really feeling the areas where it's tight, bringing awareness to that. When you get to the top, take that side stretch and bend and extend your elbow 10 times. Perfect. Then take those circles in the opposite direction. A lot of opening up the shoulder today. I know my body needed that little extra TLC. Take that side stretch, drop and lift the elbow 10 times, and then hold that side stretch. Perfect. Drop the elbow, extend the top arm, then face your chest towards the earth. Side stretch, chest to earth. Side stretch, chest to earth. Hold your side stretch. Awesome. Come back to center. Take a quick twist to the left. Now you have an option here. You can stay seated on your heels. I tweaked my foot a little while ago, and it kind of hurts me to sit on my heels for a long period of time, so I came to seated and easy pose, so either variation, and just take some neck rolls side to side. Just going one side, then the other, one side, then the other, one side, then the other. Going slow, feeling which areas you're tight. We hold a lot of tension in our neck, so we're going to give it some love today. You're going to look up, then down. Then what we're going to do is you're going to grab the strap that I mentioned earlier. Feel free to pause the video and grab a strap or a belt. You're going to take a wide grip because you're going to be bringing your arms all the way around. So I want you to keep your core engaged, and you're going to bring your arms back and forward. You're going to do 10 of these, one rep being just one rotation. So back is 1, forward is 2, or you can do 5 forward and back. Again, you're thinking of keeping your chest engaged. If this is too easy, bring your hands in more. If it's too hard, bring your hands out more. When you get to the last one, we're going to hold in the deepest spot, and you're going to go side to side about 10 times. Just opening up the front of the shoulders and the chest. Perfect. Bring it back forward. We're going to do a few things to just loosen up before we do another rotation. So you're going to do 10 circles with your wrists going right, and then 10 circles with your wrists going left. I'm keeping my hands in fists. I do have a flow all for wrists on here, so if your wrists are sore a lot, feel free to check that out. Place your hands on the back of your head. I loved this stretch. And you're going to push it down gently and then look towards the left of your chest. Still placing pressure, and then the right of your chest. I felt this all along the back of my neck and upper back, and it felt amazingly glorious. Still placing pressure. Look to the left of your chest, center, right of your chest, center, left of your chest, center, right of your chest, center, and come out of it. Nice. So grab the strap. I want you to do 10 more rotations, 10 counting, 1 is back, 2 is forward, or 5 forward and back. So up to you. And then when you get to the 10th one, I want you to hold it in another really deep spot, not exactly where you were before though, and then you're going to rock back and forth 10 times. I kind of caught myself that I put it in the same spot, so I lifted it slightly here. Perfect. Go ahead and bring it up, shake it out. Keep your fingers together and create some waves, just taking care of those wrists again. Go ahead and take a tricep stretch. You're going to take your right arm behind you. You can either clasp your hands together or use your left hand and push down on that elbow. As I showed there, you don't want to arch your back a ton. You want to keep your core in and back flat. That's very important. Perfect. Switch sides. You're going to bring your left elbow above your head, either pushing down on the elbow like I just showed or clasping your hands behind you. Again, don't arch your back. Keep your core engaged and your back as flat as you can. Breathe here. Awesome. I'm going to come to face you again for the next exercise. You're going to grab the strap, not quite as wide as before, but still pretty wide. And you're going to rotate side to side using just your upper body here, not your hips. You can also use some kind of pull for this. PVC pipe. It does not have to be a strap. So you're going to hold to the left side, and then you're going to bring your arm towards the top of your head and down. So down, up, 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 down, and center. Shake it out, get loose, and then take 10 more rotations side to side here. And then when you're done with those 10, I want you to hold it on the right side. This was a new mobility exercise that I was trying, so if you like it, please let me know in the comments and I'll add it into more flows. So go ahead and lift to the top of your head, lower, lift, 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 lower, lift. Beautiful. Awesome. So come to seated here. I just want you to take a deep breath. You can put your strap to the side. We won't need it anymore. We have about 5 minutes left in this flow today, so just hang in there with me. Shake out whatever you need to, stretch out whatever you need to, adjust what you need to. Then clasp your hands together, and you're going to take a big arch in your back and then round. This will feel good on your upper back. Arch, round, 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 arch, round. Then when you get to the rounded point, I want you to take 3 figure eights with your hands, or the best you can. It's a little awkward. Beautiful. So take your hands, clasp them behind your back. You can slightly lift like I just showed, or lift higher off your arms. So you're going to do 10 of those. Just working on that mobility, working on that flexibility in the shoulders. Beautiful. Now clasp your hands in front of you. You're going to take 10 of those arch rounds again. So arch, round, 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 arch, round. Then you're going to take 3 figure eights again, going in the opposite direction. Perfect. Clasp your hands behind your back with the opposite thumb on top this time, and you're going to take 10 lifts. Perfect. You can hold it up a little bit before coming back to center and shaking it out. I just want you to take a second and seated here to breathe. Count in for 4, out for 4, and then release, rolling forward over your knees into puppy pose. So you're going to start by keeping your forehead down. You're going to take your left hand, bend the elbow, and bring it to the center of your back. You're going to feel a deep tricep stretch here, and it should feel really nice. Switch sides, bending the right arm, placing your hand at the mid part of your back. Then you're going to take your left hand arm again, bend it, so both hands are going to be between your shoulder blades. So this will get deep into the triceps here, because there is the option where you bring your hands together and bring them to the back of your head, and I like that one, but for getting deep into my triceps, I really like this variation with the mid-back placement, mid-upper back. So go ahead and slide forward here. We're going to take a big chest opener in front of shoulder opener. Just kick it out for a second. I just like to take a moment to not move too fast between postures and create awareness. So bend both elbows to the side of you. And you're going to bring that right leg around towards your left elbow. You're going to feel that stretch in the front of your shoulder for sure, in your chest. Beautiful. Then you're going to take your left leg, twist it around to try to reach for your for your right elbow. I'm getting my rights and lefts confused. Perfect. Come back to center. All you're going to do is turn around, place your toes on the mat, legs bent. You're going to arch and round out your spine. So you're going to flatten your back to the mat and then arch, flatten your back to the mat using your core, arch, flatten, arch, flatten, arch. 30 seconds to go here. Flatten, arch, flatten, and bring your legs up, rub it out, do whatever you want to do here that will feel good. Then you can either come into a full Shavasana or keep your feet together and open your knees apart to get a hip opener in. Bringing your hands to your heart. Breathe in and out. Thank you guys so much for flowing with me today. Be sure to like and subscribe for more, and I can't wait to hear from you. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.